In this video, I'd like to explore the gender binary as a constraint with you. And in it, I'm using the metaphor of a bar filled with smoke to illustrate what it can feel like to be in a room where cisgender and heterosexual norms are dominant. And I know this kind of metaphor can be activating, and it may feel like I'm pointing fingers or placing blame. That's not my intention. My intention is to make visible something that often remains hidden. The ways cisgender centrism subtly and powerfully shapes our environments, at home, in training groups, and in so many areas of life. I want to support you in understanding how the gender binary functions as constraint on all of us. If we keep thinking, speaking, and sensing through a binary lens, we risk missing essential information that's present in the room. To mitigate the impact of using this metaphor, bottom line up front, it's not your fault if you are looking into a room through a binary lens. In a way, you were taught to smoke even from before you were born. We're looking at a systemic burden. So how did we end up in this bar? So here you see pregnant people out of context. And here you see pregnant people in the context of a binary culture. And most fish do not notice the water, they don't feel friction with it. And then there is that minority that does notice the water in which we swim. Just think of the pregnant people in your life and how the hot topic in most conversations is, do you know whether it will be a boy or a girl? And this is just one of many examples of how our culture usually centers cisgender people, the smoke. So what happens if we approach this as systemic legacy burdens, which in the literature is also referred to as epistemic violence? The guesstimates at birth, assigning babies as female or male, will have dire consequences for those who do not fit the bill. So an imagined future may be nothing about me without me. So in the future, sex and gender will be assigned to children once they can communicate who they actually are. So the more we repeat that binary approach to gender, the more we teach our children to smoke and not understand sex and gender as the spectra they are. And our transgender and non-binary kids will notice the smoke, even if they don't have the language yet to validate their experiences. So this is where exiles will take on beliefs about themselves and start carrying this systemic burden. If I can't breathe in this smoke, and nobody notices the smoke as a problem, therefore, I must be the problem. And those with marginalized social locations will be sitting in the back of the room, noticing the room. And as we grow up, we notice the water. So as transgender and non-binary folks, we can support you in noticing the water, even if you feel no friction swimming in it. Those who feel the friction are sitting in the back of the room. The imagined future is that all people notice the whole room. Rounding off where we started, how did we end up in this bar full of smoke? Remember, it's not your fault if you find yourself smoking. You were taught even before birth. So, will you start noticing the smoke and let in a little fresh air wherever you can? Let me leave you with a slow question for now, developed by Alessio Rizzo from therapywithalessio.com. So, a slow question, not to be answered now, but to feel into. Imagine me wishing your pregnant loved ones a healthy, lovely, transgender child. So feel into it. What parts come up? What do you start noticing? In your imagination, could having a transgender child be joyous? I hope you'll take this slow question with you. Just feel into it, all the parts that may come up. Just let all your parts know that you are here as well.